Hey everyone, how is it going? This is Dr. Bagley. I got a little time on my hands on this Sunday. I'm working on some paperwork, and so I just want to take a little break. And the reason I want to take a break is because I had a good friend, his wife, Mr. and Mrs. Lopez. How are you guys doing? Mrs. Lopez sent me a message, and she said something that was on her heart for all week, and I told her I would go ahead and talk about it. Since today is Sunday, I thought it would be very, very appropriate to do so. We're talking about Proverbs 31. Okay, this is the oldest thing when it comes to a virtuous woman, and I'm going to talk about it. One, I'm licensed, ordained, and been in a church forever. And two, as a psychiatrist, I understand the psyche behind it. Three, Proverbs 31 is not written by a man. Proverbs 31 is written by grandmama. It's grandmama to us. Thousands and thousands of years, grandmama, but it's still the same, grandmama. So the outline, what Proverbs 31 is written by a woman to her son. She's a queen to a prince. And the idea of teaching her son what is a virtuous woman. So, since today's Sunday, I got a little time. Let's get right into it. I'm just going to give you outliners. I'm actually going to read Proverbs 31 or the scriptures. It's from the King James side of it. But let's get into it and let's talk about it. So a mother is teaching her son in verse 10 says, "Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies." And this is something, ladies, and what I've been trying to talk to about single moms is, you don't understand the value of being a virtuous woman. What I mean by this is in context. When a man finds a good woman for himself, to the extent of what he would do, he would go to war over her. And that is what I'm saying. The scripture is to the mom, to the son, and me to you is expressing to this day, guys are still trying to find a good woman, not a good woman, a virtuous woman. All right, let's continue. What makes her a virtuous woman? In the psychology of it all, what makes her a good woman? It says that the heart of her husband does safely trust in her, right? So that he has no need for of spoil. Now, in spoil meaning going outside the relationship itself. So, in other words, a husband safely trusts. It's not that I trust you. What's going on, everyone? It's not that I trust you. It's the idea that I safely trust you. Now, what does safely trust you mean? Quite honestly, it just simply means that if I go to work, I know exactly what you're going to wear, who your friends are, and I safely trust that when you go out of the house, I have this confidence about you why I go to work and take care of my business. That's safely trust. All right. If you, the lady, an independent woman, ever say to a guy that, okay, let's use clothes because clothes is a big issue in today's time. I don't know, always been, but today's time. Let's say clothes. If a guy says, "I don't want you to wear that, please change that, take that off of Facebook, please adjust," and you ever say to him, "No," or "This is how I am," or anything like that, let me tell you something. Immediately, he does not classify you as someone to trust. Right? Immediately. All right. Hey, Don, what's going on? So keep this in mind. What makes a virtuous woman first, the very first thing, is the idea that he can trust her. And this is what we talked about before in the other videos. And that is, a man just simply wants to look at a woman and say, "Bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh." right? That idea of partnership, not to enslave you, or he doesn't want to feel in being enslaved himself, but that partnership that we enhance each other. Now, you can be perfect for each other and he still never trusts you. That doesn't make you, or that does make you, that doesn't make you a virtuous woman. A good woman, some possibilities, but not a virtuous woman. All right, so he's safely. Here's another part of that safely trust. It says in continuing, she will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. Now, here's the thing, ladies. It's good for you in the introduction of your relationships. And you're trying to present yourself in a goodness side of you, however that may be. But a guy is going to look at you and judge you for not just what he sees now, but he's going to judge you all the way through it. And this is something I really want you to realize, that try not to, in your introductions, try not to go above and beyond who you really are, right? To go above and beyond who you are, and then he finds out who you really are, you might find he might find you to be a little lesser than who you presented yourself. And in that context, he can't trust you in that, because you showed him something that's not real, which we call a lie. And if that's the lie, if you lie about that, then what else would you not lie about? So ladies, if you're looking to find a good man, like in context, Proverbs 31 is a prince. If you're looking for a good man, take heed to grandmama. What makes a virtuous woman is she does her husband's, he trusts her, safely trusts her, and she does him good all the days. If you can get past those two, there's really nothing else that you can't or do, right? What would a man not want to do for you if you can get past the trust issues and you can get past you're there to do him good? Now, if you remember in the other videos, what I said was, if you meet a guy, is he above you or is he below you? To do him good all the days of your life is to simply say what grandmama would say: if he's above you, get your ass up there. And if he's below you, what grandma would say: get your ass down here and bring his ass up. That by nature is doing good to him all of his time, all of that time. That man will then look at you and say, you're a good woman. Your conversations and what you do and how you do, that's all different. We're going to go into it real fast, but I want you to understand, it's not your profession that dictates him. It is not how much money you make that dictates him. It is not even the fact that you have kids or not that dictates to him. What makes him want to be with you, besides the fact of using you for sex, another words of saying this, what makes a man not just come to the door, but stay in the house, is the fact that he can trust you, safely trust you, and you do him good all the days of your life. All right, so now getting past that, let's talk about, in Proverbs 31, let's talk about who this woman, her profession, in the context of the scripture. So I'm just going to go through it. You can look it up later. It's in all translations, so let's do it. She is like a merchant ship. She brings her food from far apart. So she gets out and she takes care of her house by grocery shopping. She girdles her lion and strengthen her arms. She likes to work out. So she is taking care of herself like a lot of you ladies are doing right now. She stretches out her hands to the poor and reaches forth her hands to the needy. That tells a lot about the characteristics of this woman. She is not selfish. She is also caring and outreaching to the other. She makes herself covering of tapestry and clothed is silk and purple. That just simply means how she dresses is elegant, not to be confused with a concubine or a harlot. Silk is elegance. Purple is a color of power. She dresses elegantly, sophisticated almost. It says her husband is known in the gates, so we don't know who her husband is, but in the mother's talking to the prince. So in the gates means in the politics of life, right? The politics. So he is known, meaning she takes care of him to the point that when he goes to work, his character, who he is a good standing guy. So good standing guy to a woman who takes care of him. And then so strength and honor are her clothes, and she rejoices in times to come. Okay, so not too many people understand this concept. And then talking about clothing the second time. And now strength and honors are her clothes, and she rejoices in times to come, meaning she's seasonal. So if you look at wealthy people, their clothing, how they shop and when they shop, they shop seasonally. Winter's coming, so they're now getting ready for winter. Summer's coming, in the middle of winter. Spring, they're buying for summer, and so on. That means she rejoices in times to come. She opens her mouth to wisdom, and her tongue is the law of kindness. That goes back to her character. She takes care of the poor, and she is the woman who speaks the truth because she stands for the truth. She looks well of her household, and she eats not the bread of idleness. Bread meaning the gossiping aspect of the things that's outside. Her focus point is her home. Her home. Her children rises up and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praises her. See, this is what you ladies miss. And I hate to say this, but I'm telling you the truth. As a man and as a psychiatrist, talk to many men throughout my years, this is what, I don't want to say you miss, but you've been misdirected. A man knows to praise a woman. A man knows to respect a woman. A man knows how to take care of a woman. But he's not going to do it just because you ask or demand of it. He does it because he safely trusts you. He does it because you do him good. He does it because you take care and your focus is taking care of the home. If you take care of the home, you take care of him, you take care of your kids, you take care of yourself, he will call you blessed. Now, I know a lot of you think that that's not true. But here, let me tell you something. There's a difference between a guy who's using you and is sitting at home watching TV, not going out hunting, meaning go get a job, not doing anything but playing videos all day long. And he's doing all of this. There's a difference between that guy and a guy will work anywhere and do anything to take care of his home because you're in the home. You know what the two difference is? One, he's acting like he's with you because you're allowing him to be with you in the act of it. And then the other one is with you because he wants to keep you. And he would do any and everything to keep you because what you do, not just to him, but to the family. If all you do is complain about him, and when you try to help him, he gets upset at you, he, video man, is using you. If you tell this guy, hey honey, I think we need to get on vacation, could we try to do this, and he works extra hours, he's trying to keep you. This one's trying to use you, and he will use you until you say stop. You can't help him, you can't promote him, he has to do it himself. So please understand that. Stop trying to make a prince out of a bum. Strength and honor of her earns her clothes. She breads. Okay, children rise up, blesses her. Husband praises her. All right, now let's go back and let's talk about, so that all of what I just said is family life and all of that. Let me talk to you about what she does, the woman does. She likes the merchant ships. She brings, she seeks wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hand. She rises up while it is yet night and gives meat to her household. She cooks for the family and portions to the maidens she's taking. She has maids. Who has maids? Rich people have maids. She considers the fields and buys it. She considers the field because she's communicating with her husband, and then she buys it. With fruits of her hand, she planted a vineyard. She has a farm in context. She perceives that her merchant is good. Her candle goes not out by night. She lays her hands on the spindle, and her hands hold the distaff. She is a seamstress. She is a designer. She makes clothes. Then she takes her clothes and goes out to the merchant ships, and she sells it. She makes fine linen and sells it, and delivers girdles unto the merchant. So fine linen, girdles, she has a designing. She has all of those things. She makes it and she sells it. For all cases and purposes, she is what we call in today's time an entrepreneur. She has her own business. She does her own thing. Her husband's in the gate doing his thing. She's doing her thing. And this is what I'm trying to get you to see, ladies. When you get a good man, he's not there to take from you, and he's there to enhance you. If you're supposed to do your own thing, he supports you. Consider the field, okay? Supports you. You take care of him, he's at his job. He's doing his job. Make sure he looks good when he leaves the house. You guys come together, raise the family. But you're the law. You're the nucleus, is what I was saying early in the other videos. And this is what I'm saying, ladies. This woman is defining an entrepreneur, not a slave. She's willing to take care of her family and the servants. That's her character. She's kind. She gives to the poor. That's her character. She's not about herself. She's not, hey, go buy me some of this. Go take care of me. Go fix my hands. Go fix my hair. Go fix me. Go buy me this. Go buy me that. Take care of my bills. No. If you're like that, I'm telling you right now, if you like that, you're going to be treated like that. So Proverbs 31, contrary to belief, even though I'm a man and I'm talking about it because a woman wrote about it. And because the woman wrote about it, I can take it as me saying, this is grandmama teaching me. And it's not just teaching me, but it's teaching all men. And when I say men, I'm talking about those who are not dogs. I'm talking about men who's looking for a good woman to enhance each other. Your man is different from her man, and her man is different from that man. And each woman and each man has a match, because in the beginning, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, rib came out of him, and God made that woman for him, presented her to him. independent woman takes care of her business, takes care of her man by making sure he looks good, not takes care of her man because he needs a job. If he's not enhancing you, then what is he really doing to you? So that's Proverbs 31. Let's break away from that and let's talk. I'm gonna downsize this. Let's talk about today's conversation. All right, so let's say you're a single mom and you learn your lessons. You understand why and how you got to where you're at. This fool used you. He's gone. Okay. First thing, please, ladies, please understand this. The first thing you have to make up in your mind is you're not going to punish any other guy because of what this fool, past tense, what this fool did to you, and you feel like that now. How you feel about him, past tense, do not bring that to the table in your mind. Do not bring that to the table, because what's going to happen is indirectly that's going to come out and he's going to take it personally. So please, first thing in your mind, treat the guy that's in front of you for who they are at that mind. And I know it's hard. Trust me, I know it's hard. But let the past be the past. Don't bring that sins. Don't bring the baggage. Learn from it, but don't bring it. Okay, here's the thing. A guy's calling you up. A guy's asking you out. You're going out from him. If you were to be a virtuous woman to him, we just went over what you're supposed to, or how you can be viewed. Okay. How do we know he's a good man to be virtuous to? Well, let me put it to you this way. The scripture said it. He is known at the gates. He has to have a job. He is praising you. He has to have the personality to understand he wants to be with you. Not use you, but to be with you. Does he want sex? Who doesn't want sex? So if you don't present yourself as a sex harlot or a concubine, and you presented yourself with purple and silk, yes, you guys want to have sex. So everyone wants to have sex. But behind that, he's looking at a woman who's wearing purple and silk. And if he's wearing good stuff, he's looking for you to trust. And are you going to take care of him? Are you going to partner with him? Trust. If you do, in the conversations, present, I'm here. How can I help you? What do you do? How can I help you? And if he has a job, if he has a profession, he's not looking for you to take care of his profession. He's looking for you to enhance him within his profession. In other words, hey, honey, don't wear that. That tie doesn't go with that shirt. Or that shirt doesn't go with those pants. Or that shoe don't go with that pants. And you need a belt with a different color because that belt and those shoes need to look good. And so on and so forth. If you do that to him, and then do it over a period of time, he will safely trust you. And as long as you don't look like a harlot or a concubine, and you wearing silk and purple, that man's going to bless you. He's going to praise you. With or without your kids. Because at the end of the day, that's all the guys are looking for. They're looking for someone that they can partner with. So, conversation. We're on a date. I'm going to give you two scenarios. We're going on a date. And I want you to ask yourself, is he using me, or is he selling me, or is he acquiring me? Okay, two conversations. First conversation. Hey, how you doing? Good. All right, we're talking. We're having a good time. I'm working on this big project over here. But when I get done, how would you like to go on a trip to I don't know, let's say go to San Juan. We're gonna fly over there, we're gonna have a good time. We'll stay over there for the weekend and just have a great and good time. How would you like that? And you're like, yeah, okay, cool. I like that. All right. Can you take some time off from work? All right. If you can take some time off from work, I got you. I'm gonna get the plane tickets. Go to work first. Make sure you can get off. Text me. Let me know you can get off, and then I'll reserve some tickets, and then we're gonna have a good time on the weekend. And when we get over there, I'll buy you some clothes, so we're gonna have a nice dinner, and we're gonna just travel around, stay on the beach, rent out a boat, do our thing. We're gonna do our thing. Ask yourself this. Break away from that. Ask yourself this. Is he selling or is he inquiring? Very confusing, isn't it? Second scenario. Another guy. Same guy. It's another guy though. Me. Date. Me and you, we're dating. We go on a date. This is my conversation now. Hey, how's the family? How's your son or daughter or kids? When's the last time you talked to mama? All right. When's the last time you and the family went out? I think we should just take a nice trip about us going, you, the kids. I think we can go out now. I know you don't want to meet and the kids meet right away. I understand that. But I really think you should talk to them. And because, I like you and I want to be part of what you're doing. And this would be a perfect introduction. Let's go to the park. Let's go and do something with the family. And if you can't, that's understandable. See if your mom watch them. And if mom can watch them, that's cool. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come and pick you up. If you want, I'll pick you up. And then we're going to go, put it in, and we're going to have a nice trip. And we're going to do our thing. Okay? All right. Break away. 2 conversations. One's going to take you behind to St. John. The other one wants you, the kids, and go out and go to a park or something. Which one is selling and which one is acquiring? Let me tell you. Let me explain it. If a guy is only focused on you, I don't care if he can afford on his private jet to take you around the world, buy you any damn thing you want. If he does not include you and the kids, he's selling you a dream. And after he uses you, you probably will have sex with them immediately. You probably start having feelings because this is a good thing. You're getting that excitement. You're doing something. You're traveling. You're making up your mind. He's a good man. He works hard. He wants to take you. He wants to pamper me. And that's fine. That's truly fine for a single woman. But for a mother, no. On the other hand, the other guy, how's the family? How's the kids? How's mama? When he talks about you and the family, is he saying he wants to sell you? Is he selling himself? No, he's acquiring. He wants to acquire you, the kids, the family. He wants to see about this. He's looking for someone to see. It's not, no, not that fun, but either one. Well, think about it. Okay. Not neither one. Okay. All right. A man is acquiring. Now, again, I'm not saying on the first date, take him and you and everybody to do anything. What I'm saying is this, guys. What I'm saying is this. One guy is acquiring all of you. The other guy is just acquiring you. If you find yourself through the conversations of the boyfriend and you're dating, and all he wants to do is hang out with you, then be concerned that he only want to be with you. And if that's what you want, that's fine. But if you have kids and the kids are in home and also, then on context, please understand he's a family man. He's acquiring. He wants that. Now keep this and let's put it in perspective. First date on both men. I'm not saying that you should go and bring this guy to your kids. What I'm saying is this. First date, they're interviewing you. They are just simply interviewing you. The guy who says, hey, let's go to San Juan. Let's do all of that. I mean, not San Juan. Let's go to St. John and we're going to have a good time. That's a test. That's an interview. The other woman, the other guy, hey guy, let's talk about the family. Let's do the family thing. He's interviewing you. Okay, how do you play both of them? You, the woman, got both options. How do you play the option? The guy who wants to take you to St. John, fly you out there, have a good time. Be concerned. Hey, what about your business? Hey, are you not? How do you do this? Hey, what about my family? I got kids. I don't know if I can go. Are we doing this a family thing or not? Right? The other guy, all about family. Hey, dude, are we going to hang out by ourselves? Because I hang out with my family too damn much. Can we just hang out by ourselves? And if we can, what are we going to do? You have to have balance. Your relationship has to have balance. A single guy who doesn't have kids and you, the mother, have kids, how in the hell is a single guy who don't have kids going to help you take care of the kids? Long term, I'm talking about. Or your objective is not to introduce him to the kids and the kids are grown and out the house and you don't care about the kids? Because in context, if you don't care about the kids, then what about the holidays? Thanksgiving, Christmas is around the corner, right? What happens when mom gets sick or dad gets sick or kids get sick? What happened about those things? And with the family guy, sorry about that. And with the family guy, don't forget vacations. Get out the house. You're hanging out with the family too much. Get out. Are they willing to go out with just you and have fun and then find that balance with family and respect and honor the family? So in context, all I'm saying is when you, the woman, having kids with you or not, it doesn't matter, is the guy that you're trying to acquire or have in your life, is he trying to sell you something or is he trying to acquire something from you? There are certain standards, even in Proverbs 31 we just went through, certain standards. He has to have a job. He has to come home. He has to be honest. He's looking for trusting. He's looking for a partner. Take care of him because he's very important out in his profession. Take care of the family. He's looking for that. That's bare basics. So, if you're dating, you have to first decide, are you going to let your past go? And then decide, are you looking for a man to take you around the world? If you are, nothing wrong with that. Be mindful he's taking you around the world, and if he's not concerned or has the balance about you and the family's not included. So when you start talking about family issues to the guy who wants to take you around the world, soon as family issues come up, he's not interested. On the other hand, if you want a guy who's concerned about you and the family, which is awesome, but make sure there's a balance that you and him spend some alone time. You and the family get out the house and do some traveling. Get out the damn house. And that's just my profession, my thing. My rule of thumb in a relationship, with or without kids, is irrelevant. My preference is I work hard Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sundays. I'm going and doing something outside the house. There's a lot of things that fits everyone's budget. But in saying that, that's just what I'm saying. Know what you want, ladies, and then strategically find what it is you want. Save yourself hardship. Opposites, let me say it like this. The opposites do not attract in this context. If you have kids staying with you, do not find a guy who has a good profession and is not or does not have kids. Let me explain. Moms, let's talk. You a mother. You remember popping out a kid. Okay. A man who has kids knows what it means to pop out a kid. We don't pop out a kid, but we were there. I was there. I don't know about everyone, but I was there. And popping out the kids, I can relate. Changing the diapers, sick time, good times. I understand these things. Okay. I grew up with the relationship, with the family. I found that the wife cheated on me and I cannot be with the wife. Divorce. We divorce. Okay. She has the kids. I'm over here by myself. Here's the deal. I don't have kids with me, but because I had kids, because I was married, I understand you a lot better than a man who doesn't have kids. Because he focused on his profession and he's got money and he's got time and he's got all these energies and he's trying to tell you, I'm there with you and your family. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's trying to sell you that dream that he can be with you. No, he can't. No. Here's the deal. You got a boyfriend. He's a professional. Don't have no kids. You and him get together. You get sick. And you guys are so close, right? The kids know him and all that good stuff. You get sick. Do you think he can handle the stresses of a child by himself? I'm not saying he can or can't. All I'm saying is be very mindful. Don't fall in the damn trap. Don't believe what he says. Look at what he does. If he says he's got it, okay, bring his behind over. Bring him over to the house. The kids like him. You like the kids. He likes the kids. Okay, everything's good with the kids. Bring him over with the kids and then tell him, honey, I got to go see mama. I'll be back in a couple of hours. Watch the kids. I'll be back. See what happens. Anyway, only do that if you trust the guy, okay? And he's trying to pull something over you. Or if you don't trust him to come over, just say on the phone, hey, can you come over and watch the kids? I got to go visit mama, but I don't have a baby. So could you come over and watch the kids? And then see if he's willing to come over and watch the kids. Now, right, he don't have kids, never had kids. I like to see that one. Oh, okay. What's this say? Yes. Yes. All right. So here's the thing. Opposites don't attract. If you're a mother, you got kids, and the kids are at home, and you're trying to take care of the kids, It's lovely if a guy wants to spend some time with you and sell you himself and the idea that he can take care of you. Make sure taking care of you just simply means taking care of you and the kids and the family. If he's willing to submit to that idea, then you got it. Just build a trust, take care of him. Please take care of the family, take care of him, build a trust. But if any fashion form that he can take care of you but don't want to have nothing to do or hesitate about the taking care of the kids or the family because he himself never had one, okay, be mindful of that. On the other hand, if he's a guy, he wants to take care of you and all of that, he has a lesser profession than the other guy, build him up, take care of him as long as he's willing to be there with you. That's all. Leave emotion out of this dating thing, please. If I say to you, hey, we're going on a date, I know you guys are going to go and try to figure out what to wear and how to wear and the makeup and all the dressy and this fairy tale book. Please don't do this to your guys. How you present yourself is how he's perceiving you. If you present yourself to be at this level, right? If you present yourself at this level, he expects that level moving forward. And very rarely is a guy realize that you're just trying to dress up for him, you know. So when he looks at you at this level, if he then sees you drop, if you can't take care of yourself, take care of your nails, your hair, your makeup, the kids, or not, whatever, the house, your car. If you can't take care of that by yourself, don't ask him. You immediately, in his mind, immediately turn into a trophy wife or a trophy girl, and he's going to use you until he doesn't. There is nothing more than what a guy wants, and that is a powerful woman, an independent woman, by nature, she has her own. She has her own. If a man has to take care of a woman, he does not think of her as a partner. Please understand that. An independent woman is not a woman who tells him what she wants or will do or won't do. An independent woman is a woman that a man does not have to take care of. And yet he wants to be with her and she wants to be with him. That is a Proverbs 31 virtuous woman. All right, guys, that's all I got for right now. I got to get back to work on a Sunday. I need some more coffee. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know. And if not, have a great Sunday. Get ready for work. And be mindful. Dating is hard, but be strategic. Know what you want. Watch him. And then build trust. Do him good. Be strategic in your movements. Listen to him. Is he only want you and the family? You only? How does this conversation work out? Watch him and don't bring too much emotion to the table until after he proved himself. Then start, emotionally. Until then, everything's an interview. Don't go to a job and think that first interview you did good in it and you're going to get hired, and then all of a sudden you didn't get the job. How disappointed were you? In a relationship, how disappointed are you and you just had sex with a guy who's no longer with you? Or you had sex and now you got a baby, or you got a disease, or no emotions, please. Keep the hormones down or suppressed. Get to know them. Let them get to know you. Make sure, as much as you can, that you guys are compatible and equal to the moving of forward, and that is a partnership. Build a partnership. Don't do it just for marriage. Build a partnership. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.